Ancient Greece, a land of sun-drenched islands and rugged mountains. Imagine olive groves rustling in the wind. Picture bustling city-states alive with philosophy and debate. This is the world where our story begins. The ancient Greeks were a people of boundless curiosity. They looked at the world around them and wondered. Thunderstorms weren't just weather events. They were the wrath of Zeus, the king of the gods. The sea, vast and powerful, was ruled by Poseidon, wielding his mighty trident. The Greeks explained their world through stories. These stories, passed down through generations, became their myths. These weren't just children's tales, they were woven into the fabric of their lives. Myths explained the mysteries of the universe. They explored the complex relationship between humans and the divine. They offered guidance on morality, fate, and the human condition. The stories of Greek mythology are vibrant and dramatic. They are filled with love and loss, betrayal and revenge. They tell of epic journeys and heroic deeds. These tales have captivated audiences for millennia. From the bards reciting tales in ancient marketplaces to the plays performed in grand amphitheaters, Greek myths have endured. They continue to resonate with us today. In the beginning there was chaos, a vast, formless void. From this primordial soup emerged Gaia, the earth. She gave birth to Uranus, the sky, and they became the parents of the Titans. Cronus, the youngest Titan, overthrew Uranus. He ruled with Rhea but devoured his children to prevent a prophecy. Rhea hid Zeus, who grew up in secret. Zeus challenged Cronus, freed his siblings, and seized control. The defeat of the Titans ushered in the Olympian era. Zeus ruled from Mount Olympus with his siblings. These gods were passionate and very much like humans in their emotions. The myths of ancient Greece weave together a rich tapestry of stories. These tales are populated by a cast of unforgettable characters. There are the gods and goddesses residing on Mount Olympus. Powerful and immortal, they often intervened in the affairs of mortals, sometimes for good, sometimes for ill. Then there are the heroes, mortals touched by the divine. These brave individuals embarked on perilous quests, battled fearsome monsters, and left their mark on history. We encounter tragic figures like Oedipus, destined to fulfill a prophecy that brings ruin upon himself and his family. We meet cunning individuals like Odysseus, who uses his wits and resilience to overcome countless obstacles on his epic journey home. And we're inspired by the courage of heroes like Heracles, who proves his strength and determination in 12 seemingly impossible labors. These stories, passed down through generations, served many purposes. They entertained, of course, but they also educated. They taught moral lessons, explained the natural world, and explored the complexities of the human experience. The myths of ancient Greece continue to resonate with us today because they tap into universal themes that transcend time and culture. They remind us of the power of love and hate, the importance of courage and resilience, and the enduring struggle between good and evil. Imagine a world where gods and goddesses walked among mortals, a world where the heavens rumbled with divine laughter and the seas churned with godly wrath. The ancient Greeks believed in a pantheon of 12 major deities known as the Olympians. These gods and goddesses resided on Mount Olympus, the highest peak in Greece. From their lofty abode they ruled over the cosmos, each with their own domain and personality. They were as flawed and passionate as humans, driven by love and hate, jealousy and ambition. Their stories, filled with drama and intrigue, were woven into the fabric of Greek life. At the head of this divine family sat Zeus, the king of the gods. He was the god of the sky and thunder, wielding the power of lightning with awe-inspiring force. Zeus, the youngest son of Cronus and Rhea, had cheated fate to become the ruler of the cosmos. He was a formidable figure, often depicted with a stern countenance and a flowing beard, his hand clutching a thunderbolt, ready to unleash his wrath. He was the god of the sky, his voice booming in the thunder, his anger evident in the flash of lightning. But Zeus was not simply a fearsome deity of storms, he was also the protector of justice and order, the guarantor of oaths and hospitality. He was revered as the father of gods and men, his bloodline flowing through many heroes and mortals. His wisdom, though sometimes questioned, was sought by those in need of guidance. However, Zeus was also known for his many love affairs, his passions often leading to divine offspring who would shape the course of history. These dalliances frequently incurred the wrath of his wife, Hera, leading to jealous plots and divine retribution. Despite his flaws, Zeus remained a symbol of power and authority, his name synonymous with the Olympian gods who ruled. His influence permeated every aspect of Greek life. Temples were erected in his honor, sacrifices offered to appease his anger, and his name invoked in prayers and oaths. He was the ultimate arbiter of fate, his decisions shaping the destinies of mortals and immortals alike. Hera, the wife of Zeus, was the goddess of marriage, women, childbirth, and family. She was often depicted as a regal and majestic figure, her beauty both alluring and intimidating. Her symbol, the peacock, represented her vanity and her love of splendor. She was a protector of married women, a fierce advocate for fidelity and the sanctity of the marital bond. Hera's wrath was legendary, often directed at those who dared to cross her, particularly the many lovers of her husband. Her jealousy was as potent as any of Zeus's thunderbolts, leading to cunning schemes and divine retribution. She was known to be vindictive, her anger lasting for generations, as evidenced by her relentless persecution of Heracles, Zeus's illegitimate son. Despite her fearsome temper, Hera was also a goddess of immense power and influence. She possessed the ability to bestow fertility and bless marriages, her favor sought by women hoping for a happy home and healthy children. She was also a skilled weaver, her creations said to be of unparalleled beauty. Hera's complex character, a blend of righteous anger, unwavering loyalty, and a deep-seated desire for love and respect, made her one of the most fascinating and formidable figures in Greek mythology. Poseidon, the brother of Zeus, was the god of the sea, earthquakes, and horses. He was a powerful and tempestuous deity, his moods as unpredictable as the ocean itself. He was often depicted as a bearded giant wielding his trident, a three-pronged spear that could shake the earth and unleash terrifying storms. When angered, Poseidon could summon monstrous waves that crashed against the shore, sinking ships and flooding coastal cities. His wrath was feared by sailors and fishermen who offered him sacrifices to ensure safe passage across his domain. He was also known to create new islands with a strike of his trident, his power over the sea unmatched by any other god. Despite his fearsome reputation, Poseidon was also a god of creation and fertility. He was associated with horses, creatures that symbolized strength and virility. He was also credited with creating the first horse, a magnificent beast born from the sea foam. Poseidon's influence extended beyond the seas. He was worshipped by those who relied on the ocean for their livelihood, and his temples were often located on headlands and promontories overlooking the water. His presence was felt in every crashing wave, every salty breeze, a constant reminder of his power over the vast and unpredictable realm he ruled. Demeter and Hestia, sisters of Zeus, represented the essential aspects of sustenance and domesticity. Demeter, the goddess of agriculture, ensured the fertility of the land, the growth of crops, and the rhythm of the seasons. She was a nurturing figure, her presence bringing forth life and abundance. Her daughter Persephone played a pivotal role in the cycle of life and death, her abduction by Hades explaining the barrenness of winter and her return signifying the rebirth of spring. Hestia, the goddess of the hearth and home, represented the warmth and comfort of family. She was a virgin goddess, choosing to remain unmarried and dedicate herself to tending the sacred fire of Mount Olympus. Her presence was felt in every household, her flame a symbol of unity, nourishment, and the continuity of life. Demeter and Hestia, though often overshadowed by their more dramatic siblings, played vital roles in the Olympian Pantheon. They represented the essential elements of human existence, the need for nourishment, both physical and emotional, and the importance of family and home. Their stories, though less filled with epic battles and divine intrigue, offered profound lessons about the cycles of nature, the importance of balance, and the enduring power of love and family. The world of Greek mythology wasn't just about gods and goddesses, it teemed with extraordinary mortals, men and women touched by the divine, destined for greatness. These were the heroes, figures of immense strength, cunning and courage, who embarked on perilous quests, battled fearsome creatures, and left their mark on history. Their stories, passed down through generations, served as inspiration and entertainment. They taught lessons about bravery, resilience, and the importance of using one's strengths to overcome adversity. These heroes, though often favored by certain gods, were not without flaws. They faced temptation, made mistakes, and experienced both triumph and tragedy. Among the most celebrated heroes was Heracles, the son of Zeus and a mortal woman. His incredible strength, a gift from his divine father, allowed him to accomplish 12 seemingly impossible labors. From slaying the Nemean lion to capturing Cerberus, the three-headed guardian of the underworld, Perseus, another renowned hero, was tasked with slaying Medusa, a gorgon whose gaze could turn men to stone. Using his cunning and the aid of the gods, he succeeded, proving that even the most terrifying monsters could be defeated with courage and ingenuity. These heroes, though extraordinary in their abilities, represented the potential that lay within all mortals. Their stories reminded the ancient Greeks that even in a world ruled by gods, human courage, determination, and ingenuity could shape destiny. Heracles, perhaps the most famous of all Greek heroes, was a figure of immense strength and courage. Born from the union of Zeus and a mortal woman named Alcmene, he was hated by Hera, Zeus's jealous wife, who sought to destroy him from infancy. Despite Hera's relentless persecution, Heracles grew to manhood, his strength surpassing that of any mortal. However, he was plagued by fits of madness, induced by Hera, which led him to commit terrible deeds, including the murder of his own family. Seeking atonement for his crimes, Heracles was tasked with completing 12 seemingly impossible labors for King Eurystheus. These labors tested his strength, courage, and cunning, pitting him against fearsome creatures and seemingly insurmountable challenges. He slew the Nemean lion, whose hide was impervious to weapons, by strangling it with his bare hands. He captured the Erymanthian boar, a monstrous beast that terrorized the countryside. He cleaned the Augean stables, home to thousands of cattle and years of accumulated filth, by diverting 2 rivers to wash away the waste. Each labor pushed Heracles to his limits, but he persevered, proving his extraordinary abilities and earning a place among the greatest heroes of Greek mythology. Perseus, the son of Zeus, and the mortal woman Danae, was another hero, renowned for his courage and resourcefulness. His most famous exploit was the slaying of Medusa, a gorgon whose gaze could turn men to stone. Medusa, once a beautiful woman, had been cursed by Athena, the goddess of wisdom, and transformed into a hideous creature with snakes for hair. Her gaze was so terrifying that anyone who looked upon her directly was instantly turned to stone. Tasked with retrieving Medusa's head, Perseus embarked on a perilous quest, aided by the gods Athena and Hermes. Athena provided him with a reflective shield, allowing him to approach Medusa without looking directly at her. Hermes gifted him with winged sandals, enabling him to fly and evade Medusa's deadly gaze. Using his cunning and these divine gifts, Perseus succeeded in decapitating Medusa, her head becoming a powerful weapon in its own right. His victory over such a fearsome creature solidified his place among the greatest heroes of Greek mythology. Odysseus, the king of Ithaca, was not known for his brute strength like Heracles, but for his cunning, intelligence, and resilience. His epic journey home from the Trojan War, a tale told in Homer's Odyssey, is a testament to the power of human endurance and the importance of never giving up hope. After the fall of Troy, Odysseus and his men set sail for home, but their journey was fraught with peril. They encountered storms, shipwrecks, and the wrath of the gods. They were held captive by the nymph Calypso, who offered Odysseus immortality if he would stay with her. They faced the sirens, whose enchanting songs lured sailors to their deaths. Through it all, Odysseus relied on his wits, his courage, and his unwavering determination to return home to his wife Penelope and his son Telemachus. His journey, which spanned 10 years and countless trials, is a powerful reminder that even in the face of adversity, hope and perseverance can lead to eventual triumph. Jason, a hero of Thessaly, embarked on a perilous quest to retrieve the Golden Fleece, a symbol of kingship and power. This fleece, taken from a magical ram, was guarded by a fearsome dragon in the distant land of Colchis. To aid him in this quest, Jason assembled a crew of heroes known as the Argonauts, named after their ship, the Argo. Among them were Heracles, the strongman, Orpheus, the musician who could charm all living things with his lyre, and Castor and Pollux, the twin sons of Zeus. Their journey was fraught with danger, testing their courage and resolve. They faced treacherous seas, hostile tribes, and mythical creatures, including the Harpies, winged monsters with the faces of women and talons of birds, and the Symplegades, clashing rocks that crushed any ship that attempted to pass between them. Through teamwork, cunning, and the aid of the gods, Jason and the Argonauts overcame these obstacles, eventually retrieving the Golden Fleece and returning to Greece as heroes. Their quest, a tale of adventure and camaraderie, exemplified the power of unity and the importance of pursuing one's goals with unwavering determination. The myths of ancient Greece were more than just thrilling tales of gods and monsters. They were vessels of wisdom, offering profound insights into the human condition. These stories, passed down through generations, served as moral compasses, exploring themes of love, loss, betrayal, revenge, and the eternal struggle between good and evil. Woven into the fabric of these fantastical narratives were valuable lessons about morality, fate, and the complexities of human nature. The ancient Greeks used these myths to grapple with life's biggest questions, seeking guidance on how to live with courage, wisdom, and virtue. The myths served as cautionary tales, reminding mortals of the dangers of hubris, the consequences of reckless actions, and the importance of respecting the will of the gods. They also highlighted the power of love, loyalty, and perseverance in overcoming seemingly insurmountable challenges. These stories, despite their fantastical elements, resonated with the human experience, offering timeless wisdom that transcended the ancient world. They provided solace, guidance, and a framework for understanding the complexities of life, death, and the human spirit. The myth of Pandora's box explores the enduring theme of curiosity and its potentially disastrous consequences. Pandora, a woman created by the gods, was given a jar, often depicted as a box, containing all the evils of the world. Warned not to open it, Pandora's curiosity got the better of her. The moment she lifted the lid, unleashing suffering, disease, and strife upon humanity, only hope remained trapped inside. This tale serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of self-control and the potential dangers of unchecked curiosity. Pandora's act, while seemingly reckless, highlights the duality of human nature. Our innate desire to explore the unknown, coupled with our capacity for making choices that can have devastating consequences. The myth doesn't condemn curiosity outright, but suggests that it should be tempered with wisdom and foresight. The enduring presence of hope within the box, even after the release of all evils, offers a glimmer of optimism. It suggests that even in the face of hardship and suffering, the possibility of a brighter future remains. The myth of Orpheus and Eurydice is a poignant tale of love, loss, and the futility of challenging fate. Orpheus, a gifted musician, was madly in love with Eurydice, his beautiful wife. When Eurydice died tragically, bitten by a venomous snake, Orpheus was inconsolable. Driven by grief, Orpheus ventured into the underworld, his music so moving that it softened the hearts of Hades and Persephone, the rulers of that realm. Hades agreed to release Eurydice, but on one condition: Orpheus must not look back at her as she followed him out of the underworld until they reached the land of the living. Overwhelmed by doubt and longing, Orpheus glanced back at Eurydice just moments before they reached the surface, losing her forever. This heartbreaking myth explores the depths of love and grief, highlighting the power of music to move even the most unyielding hearts. The tale also serves as a reminder that some boundaries should not be crossed and that challenging fate often comes with a heavy price. Orpheus's inability to heed Hades' warning ultimately leads to his eternal separation from his beloved Eurydice. Section 4. Arachne's Hubris, the Price of Pride. The myth of Arachne, a skilled weaver, illustrates the dangers of hubris, excessive pride, and the importance of humility. Confident in her abilities, Arachne boasted that she was a greater weaver than Athena, the goddess of wisdom and crafts. Outraged by Arachne's arrogance, Athena challenged her to a weaving contest. Both created tapestries of extraordinary beauty, but while Athena's depicted the order and majesty of the gods, Arachne's showcased their flaws and transgressions. Enraged by Arachne's disrespect and the skill that rivaled her own, Athena transformed the mortal weaver into a spider condemned to forever spin webs, a symbol of her intricate yet ultimately flawed creations. The myth serves as a cautionary tale, reminding mortals that excessive pride can lead to downfall and that true skill should be accompanied by humility and respect for those who came before. The myth of Sisyphus presents a powerful metaphor for the human condition, specifically the often futile nature of our struggles and the importance of finding meaning in a seemingly meaningless existence. Sisyphus, a king punished for his trickery and defiance of the gods, was condemned to an eternity of rolling a boulder up a hill, only to have it roll back down each time he neared the summit. This seemingly pointless task embodied the absurdity of a life devoid of purpose or lasting achievement. However, the myth also suggests that true meaning can be found in the struggle itself. Sisyphus, despite the futility of his task, continues his ceaseless labor, embodying the human spirit's ability to find purpose even in the face of absurdity. The myth encourages us to embrace the challenges of life, to find meaning in the journey rather than the destination, and to never give up even when faced with seemingly insurmountable obstacles. Sisyphus, in his eternal struggle, becomes a symbol of human resilience, reminding us that even in the face of a chaotic and often unfair world, we have the power to choose our response and find meaning in the act of striving. The whispers of ancient Greece still reach us today, carried on the wind of time. The myths and legends born on those sun-drenched shores continue to resonate with a power that transcends millennia. We see the echoes of Olympus in our art, our literature, our language itself. Look around and you'll find the gods and heroes woven into the fabric of our world. Towering columns inspired by the temples of Zeus grace our most important buildings. Statues of Heracles, frozen in eternal struggle, remind us of the potential for strength and courage that lies within us all. The names of the gods and goddesses, Apollo, Artemis, Athena, grace our spaceships, our scientific discoveries, our greatest artistic endeavors. The stories themselves continue to captivate us. We read of Odysseus' epic journey and find ourselves pondering the nature of perseverance and homecoming. The tragedy of Orpheus and Eurydice reminds us of the bittersweet power of love and loss. Even the cautionary tales, like that of Pandora's box, serve as potent reminders of the human capacity for both curiosity and folly. These myths, though born in a time of gods and monsters, speak to universal truths about the human experience. The struggles we face, the choices we make, the enduring power of love, loss, and the search for meaning in a chaotic world. The stories of Greek mythology have not remained confined to the dusty pages of ancient texts. They have sprung to life again and again, inspiring countless works of art, literature, and entertainment. Hollywood blockbusters draw inspiration from the epic tales of Heracles and Perseus. Video games immerse players in interactive worlds inspired by Greek mythology. Even in literature, the gods and heroes of ancient Greece continue to inspire new generations of writers. Graphic novels introduce these stories to a new generation of readers. The enduring appeal of Greek mythology speaks to the timeless power of these stories. Why do the myths of ancient Greece continue to fascinate us today, thousands of years after they were first whispered around campfires and sung by bards? These stories tap into something profound within the human spirit, They offer a framework for understanding the world, grappling with life's big questions. The nature of good and evil, the power of love and loss, and the search for meaning. The gods and goddesses reflect our own human flaws and complexities. They experience love, jealousy, anger, grief emotions that are as relatable today as they were millennia ago. The heroes face challenges and make mistakes, reminding us of our own fallibility and capacity for greatness. The myths provide moral guidance, cautionary tales, and inspiring examples of courage and resilience. As long as humans look up at the stars and wonder, the echoes of Olympus will continue to resonate, reminding us that we are part of a timeless story.
Thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe and hit the notification button to see all our latest videos.
Feel the day is brand new. Every step we take, every dream comes true.